3, 2, 1. Good morning, afternoon, or evening. This is IdiOtBuRNs. Welcome to IdiOtBlog 284.
Stop following me. I mean it.
Take a look, Ashley.
You're a joke.
This is Micah Lene.
Who are you?
You can find her at bandlab.com/brown sugar with an extra A, Lynn. That's BROWNSUGAALYNN. Micah Lene. And this is a collection from Pill Clinton. It's a delicate collection of my favorite artist, Micah Lene. You can go ahead and find this collection at the page bandlab.com. The Real Pill Clinton. That's a Bill Clinton with a P. Pill Clinton. One for you, 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 one for you. It's just what I think when I every time I hear the name Bill Clinton. Some guy at a party walking around. Bill for you, Bill for you. Yeah, Bill for me. Here you go. Here you go. I will not do another hit of acid. Hit for you. I did not have sexual relations with that woman twice. It was this one time. This is Stranger Danger. Production by Ashton McCrate.
Why do I have to submit to you? I don't belong to you. I don't even know you.
Song is by Micah Lene.
This is my property.
The collection we are listening to once again is populated by Pill Clinton, the real Pill Clinton, and I have an interview with Pill Clinton you can find at my bandlab.com IdiOtBlog page. Under the collections, there's a set of the interviews, and you'll see Bill Clinton interviews right in there. You have to hunt it around, but you'll see it. I don't feel safe. Yeah. What you playing with now? Where's the cat? Where's the cat? Kitty cat.
I know you're having trouble falling asleep. That's why I'm here to give you what you need. You have a lot on your mind. I miss your happy side. That's why I wanna sing to you.
Very cool.
Sing to you. It's for you. So relax and I'll soothe you. I'll soothe you. My voice is your interview. Close your eyes. I'll sing to you. Let your heart feel every note.
How you doing, dear?
My voice capture your energy. Now let your body
This is cool.
The way I'm bringing you fresh cookies and some sweet lemonade. I know you like it, cause you've been kinda distant, and I'm not rocking with it. I just want you to rest and let me sing to you. Sing to you. No harm in the way I sing. I just want you to be happy because I feel your pain. Those rainy days.
I'm ruining it. I'm I'm trying, guys.
Close your eyes, I'll sing to you. Let your heart feel every note. Let my voice capture your energy. Now let your body rest on sweet dreams. Now let me sing to you, sing to you. You know I like to sing to you, sing to you. You can't deny how I sing to you, sing to you. You rejoice when I sing to you, sing to you, sing to you, sing to you. You know I like to sing to you, sing to you. You can't deny how I sing to you, sing to you. You rejoice when I sing to you, sing to you.
I wasn't having a lot. I was having a lot of desire to play on that, but I wasn't having a lot come that was working, and that happens sometimes.
I just wanted to come on here and say to all my listeners what I'm feeling. Thank you for the support. I wanted to sing it to you 'cause I love you. I will never try to hurt you. I will never try to hurt a soul. My soul speaks consciously. It will bleed from the healing. No, don't hurt souls. No, don't hurt souls. No, don't.
Man, this cool stuff is hard to work to though
Help the soul.
on the fly. I tell you that. I need to like figure it out.
Help the
I'm sitting here going, is my guitar in tune?
Help the soul. I need help with it sometimes. I'm only human and that's alright. I'm still beautiful on the inside. God's creations are so beautiful. That's why I don't wanna break it so down. I just wanna help the souls. That's why I give good energy. You don't have to deal with toxicity. No, don't hurt souls. No, don't hurt souls. No, don't hurt souls. Help the souls. Help the souls. Souls need love too. Not any bruises or any confusion. Let's stick to the subfusion. Optical illusion. I'm just a young one who cares a lot. Don't take shots. I got my watch on, keeping track of time. I'm a prime number. I'm moving so low, and you can't let me go. That's my motto. I'm not a model. I'm just human, human. Don't hurt the souls. Don't hurt the souls. Don't hurt the souls.
Never Heard a Soul was the last track. This is Candy Tears. I'm just having fun with the blog today, just having fun with the music itself. Yeah.
Had me crying in sorrow. Thought I had no luck, but I had to stay focused. I couldn't give up. Now I'm doing much better. I'm on my way up, way up. Now you want my attention. Why should I care? You want me to feel your pain.
Can you guys see?
Those candy tears. You want my pity. Oh, please, your face. You know how I feel. You see the look on my face. I'm a poet. Don't bother me. Am I wrong with the lights? Don't bother me. I see you in my dreams, yeah. I'm a poet. Don't bother me. Am I wrong with the lights? Don't bother me.
Kitty cat. That was Candy Tears. Spiritual war. Spiritual war.
Sounds.
You call me crazy for speaking this way, but I'm just trying to tell you there's no time, no ways to waste. Now you gotta take heed, see the look on my face, be still and listen to what God's trying to say. Quiet a moment, see what's around you. Don't stop the rotation. Which side are you choosing? I said quiet a moment. Which side are you choosing? Do you wanna serve Satan or the one that gives you healing? Don't stop now. Do you wanna be alone?
Excuse me.
Or found? Be prepared, change your life around. Be prepared, put your armor on. Let it God give you strength for the battle. Oh, the battle is here. The battle is here. The battle is here. Yeah, the battle is here. The battle.
The believers pray.
Sounds.
Close your ears, listen to God's word. Do you feel you?
Thank you. Please leave those alone. Do not touch. What'd you do? Where's the thing? There it is. On their release, Peter and John went back to their own people and reported all that the chief priests and elders had said to them. When they heard this, they raised their voices together in prayer to God. Sovereign Lord, they said, you made the heavens and the earth and the sea and everything in them. You spoke by the Holy Spirit through the mouth of your servant and your father David. Why did the nations rage and the people plot in vain? The kings of the earth rise up and the rulers band together against the Lord and against his anointed one. The believers shared their possessions. All the believers were one in heart and mind. No one claimed that any of their possessions was their own, but they shared everything they had. With great power, the apostles continued to testify to the resurrection of the Lord Jesus. And God's grace was so powerfully at work in all of them, that there was no needy persons among them. From time to time, those who owned land or sold houses to them brought the money for the houses and put it at the apostles' feet, and it was distributed to anyone who had need. The apostles heal many. The apostles perform many signs and wonders among the people, and all the believers used to meet together in Solomon's colonnade. No one else dared join them, even though they were highly regarded by the people. Nevertheless, more and more men and women believed in the Lord and were added to their number. As a result, people brought the sick into the streets and laid them on beds and mats, so that at least Peter's shadow might fall on some of them as he passed by. Crowds gathered from many towns around Jerusalem. The apostles were persecuted. The high priest and all the associates who were members of the party were filled with jealousy. They arrested the apostles and put them in public jails. But during the night, an angel of the Lord opened the doors of the jail and brought them out. Go stand in the temple courts, he said, and tell the people about his new life. And at daybreak they entered the temple courts as they had been told and began to teach. When the high priest and associates arrived, they called together the full assembly of elders and sent the apostles to jail. But on arriving at the jail, the officers did not find them there. Oh yeah, because they were free. Oh yeah. So they went back and reported. We found the jail securely locked with the guards standing at the doors, but when we opened them, we found no one inside. Oh yeah, so they went and checked on them. On hearing this report, the captain of the temple and the guard and the chiefs were at a loss and wondering what this might mean or whatever. Someone came in and said, "Look, the men you put in jail are standing in the temple courts teaching the people." At that, the captain went to his officers and brought the apostles. They did not use force because they feared that the people would have stoned them. The apostles were brought in and made to appear before the courts and questioned by the high priests. The choosing of 7. Stephen being seized. Stephen's speech to the courts. There's a lot more to read about here in Acts. Just giving you a little piece. Giving you a little piece. That's what I was reading recently. Where am I at now? I think I was at the end of Acts.
Elevating from my higher self on a different plane.
There we go.
Feeling like I'm flying and I ain't talking about no Mary Jane.
There we
Man,
go.
I'm so focused I had to leave it in my
Bill
rear
Clinton.
view. Cut out the smoking, so now your boy got a clear view. Third eye open and all my chakras in line. So if it ain't peace, love, and prosperity, please don't waste my time. I stay on the grind 24/7, 365. But I'm never too busy to meditate and keep my mind right. Cause I keep it game tight. Pulling down they rim, I guess I'm shining too bright. They call me a moonchild cause I glow, even at night. But you know I'm an Aries, so I stay ready to fight.
Moonchild.
But I keep it cool cause I gotta protect my energy. I'm feeling myself.
Moonchild.
If you feeling me,
Moonchild. Oh,
I'm feeling myself.
moonchild.
Who gives a if you feeling me?
Get off my back, you too close. I thought
Crossroads.
I should let you know. You're blocking my
I'm hoping
vision,
that people, all the people listening are going, what?
Stop with the traffic, there's no crossroads. You're throwing subliminals, thinking it's gonna mess with my mental. You're trying to get physical, but you can't cause your spirit is crippled. Why you trying to throw shade? You see, because the sun's always in my face. Oh wow, that's a shame. You can't stand to be in your own lane. I'm a poet, don't cross me. I'm a ram, don't push me. I will start a war like Aries. I will cut you in the scene, let's take 3.
Very cool.
Fraudulent like a
Crossroads.
juvenile, you're a delinquent. Every word on this page, I meant it. Be sure to keep your windows tinted. Get off my back, you too close. I thought I should let you know. You're blocking my vision with all that smoke. Stop with the traffic, there's no crossroads.
Guitar pick. I realized what's up with my guitar, why it was all messed up. My guitar was in open E. I messed with it with my kids yesterday. That is gonna explain a lot. I'm like, why is this note wrong?
But you won't understand. You buy me this, buy me that.
You find the place where it is, and you move down a string, and you're like, this is all wrong. Because it was in a funky tuning. Jeez. That was embarrassing. I was like, my playing was so bad, but look. open E.
If we ain't going shopping, then
Dumbass me.
got no time. Sometimes I like to smoke and hit the block and just unwind, but you ain't with the pot, and so you'd rather not. And so I hit the block and I just chill and watch the stars. Put on
Daughter's in here playing guitar.
Maybe drop a few bars. Take out the telescope and I think I just seen Mars. And the shit that I had wrote was dope. The concept was one of ours. Lights, camera, but no acting. I do it in one take, cause I'm all about that action. Lights,
Quieter.
camera, but no acting. I do it in one take.
Oh my goodness!
She black and Indian. So she red when she tan. She black and Indian. Yeah. So she red when she tan.
Lights flashing, lights dancing. Why don't you ever come me in? I feel alone, but you won't understand. You buy me this,
It's pretty cute if you could see it.
but I feel no satisfaction. I feel alone, I feel empty. Why don't you ever come in?
I'm finna pull up, and I want you to sip it too. Get
Heck
the
yeah.
tree and roll it up and gon' take a hit or
That was
two.
cool.
The taste of strawberries got her
Cool vocals
tipsy
there.
like a
That was
daiquiri.
really cool.
She say she wants some chocolate. I'ma take her to the factory. Yeah,
Oh, he's
and take her straight to ecstasy
Willy Wonka.
without taking.
Hey, get out of there.
ecstasy. Yeah.
You getting the guitar pick?
Hey. She black and Indian. Yeah. So she red when she tan.
That's old.
She black
is
and
garbage.
Indian. Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
Training your hearing. This is something I want to talk about. Oh, what happened? What? Oh, let me give you a kiss. You bonk your head on something? What were you doing? You tripped? Did you trip and hit your head? Ow. 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 That looked like it hurt. Come here.
If it's too tight, it'll rip. If it's too loose, it'll fall. On the spaceship, on my way to Mars. How them close fit. And it's
Yeah, you
so
fell down.
slow
She's
with
running
the
away, running hard, and she fell.
And you know I'm pink dressed. Cover up, no
Ouch.
stress.
Ow.
You like them veggie models. Drip, drip, while up in designer. But it's materials, it shouldn't matter. All up on my cake, I ain't
Sorry, dear. It's gonna hurt.
I ain't following a wave.
Guitar pick.
I made me cover up my face. And it's nothing you can say.
You dropped it. It's right here.
Back it up, I need space. Yeah. How them
Did you
clothes
bonk your
fit,
head a
clothes
little
fit.
bit?
If it's too tight, it'll rip, it'll rip, it'll rip.
Gotta be careful. Don't run so fast in the house. Okay?
How them clothes fit, and it's all snug with the zip, and you know I'm pink dressed. Cover up, no stress. They think I'm boring, cause I keep my
Oh,
clothes
dropped it.
on.
I'll get
They
it.
think I'm boring, cause I know what they are. They think I'm boring, they think I'm not important. Keep looking down
where'd it
on
go?
me, get mad when I'm soaring. Hold up, that ain't my language. You keep on testing me, but I ain't gon' say
Here we go.
Only thing I speak is God is the
New guitar pick.
So hush,
Not new, but a fresh one from ya, for ya.
How them clothes fit. If it's too tight, it'll rip. If it's too loose, it'll fall.
Okay, don't do that. Where'd it go?
How them clothes fit, and it's on snug.
Ah, whatever.
With the zip,
You're a good girl.
and pink dress.
Love you.
Cover up,
Have fun. Where'd it go?
pink dress,
I don't know. In there, probably.
Everything, just print my money pay.
Let me look and see if I can find
I
that
really
other one.
want you to show me
One
your
more little
stripes.
look. No,
What you scared for?
I have no idea. When you drop
I
guitar
literally
picks
have
anywhere and
everything
everywhere and
that you
throw them
need.
everywhere, you'll never find them.
So why you complaining?
All right, go find your toy.
Listen to me. Am I not good enough
Okay.
for you?
Sorry, guys.
Tell me that what
Want to
you
talk to you guys about a two-part kind of little discussion on something that me and Bill Clinton had talked about earlier, and that is training your ear and how listening back is the most important thing. He says it does one take, but that comes from years and years of listening back and reproducing and accurate imaging and that kind of stuff, and knowing your voice and knowing how to relax into it and getting your process down. But what is an important way to get that process really more critical while less critical? How does that make sense? Here's how you go. Focus on one aspect at a time. Things like first try to concentrate on the accuracy of the note. Then try to concentrate, and when you get better at that, you try to concentrate. So you get a recording is good on that, and you're listening. Oh, then you move on to the next thing. You want to move on to the clarity of the instruments. You want to move on to the clarity and the balance of the tones and how your voice sounds with things. This works for all kinds of things. I'm trying to be ambiguous about this. This is a little bit of I'm like dissecting this book and trying to give you some information from it. So what's going to happen is you record something and you're listening back, and maybe you've already got your final recording, your best sound you could really get, and you're listening back and it's not sitting in the mix well. There's things you can do to change that. It comes down to little tricks and tips, and I'm not so much talking about that right now. What I want to talk about is just training your ear to listen for things. And ways you can do that are A, going to shows, B, listening to lots of different kinds of music, C, going into songs and seeing how they're made, muting and listening to different parts, and then the thing is about your ear is that you got to train your ear, and this is the reason why, because it's your most important tool. It's what you're going to use to troubleshoot problems, bad sounds. It's what you're going to use to evaluate the quality of your own work, whether it's how good your note accuracy is, or you're talking about how good your sounds are in the mix. Nice. The track is called Dance with Jesus. So, a lot of things to think about here, but when troubleshooting, think about things like if you have if you're having trouble with playback, let's say you're just having issues on playback, it's fine when you're recording, everything sounds good, but then at certain times when you're playing back, you have issues. That could be chords, something to do from the A to D converter or mixer to the monitors, and connections in certain spots. Let's say you're hearing like pops and clicks. That could be the app being glitchy. Maybe you need to restart all your equipment. That could be equipment being glitchy. That could be something's not getting the proper voltage and is almost clicking off. A lot of the times the best resolution for those pops is to A, reset everything, and then B, sometimes it's cleaning, and then lastly, other times it is the ground, an issue with ground. Everything sounds bad when you leave your recording area and take it other places. That could be your monitoring. Your headphones, the speakers you're using just aren't articulate enough to help you get the mix you want. You can adjust things like tweeters and woofers even on those themselves, and those could be leading to issues in the mix. Things that could be leading to muddy mixes are things like room reverb coming into the mix. So you're hearing room reverb, and then you're adding to the sound and the reverb that's captured another layer of reverb. And reverb then gets stacked, and it can become too muddy and hard to clearly hear the instrument. You may want to get rid of the reverb in the room using some kind of baffles, volume control, isolations of any type. Or recording it and then amping it later, and other things like that help you get, like a virtual amping it and stuff like that. Different speakers, different rooms. Yeah, so when you're getting bad sound on everything, those are possible issues. When you're getting bad sound on playback only, that could be a lot of things. That could be something from the recording level was too quiet. Maybe the biases are off or something. Bad, like I said, bad cables. If you're hearing any hissing or smelling anything weird, you might want to watch out for that. Maybe you have like a DBX or Dolby noise reduction down on something. Who knows? Okay, I'm just going through a lot of the lists that they have here, making sure I'm not missing anything. So pops, that could be or muddiness. That could be you need the mic closer, because as you can see, the closer you get to the mic, the tighter and cleaner the sound is. But then maybe if you're too close, that could be pops from it being too close. So you got to watch. It could be location of the microphone to the instrument. Spread the instruments further apart from each other in a room to prevent that kind of leakage happening that might interrupt the sound. Have people wear headphones for monitoring, and then playing quieter levels. If that's workable. Use directional microphones, cardioid microphones, overdub instruments. These are all things to improve the sound in a recording. And then use filters to filter out certain sounds, like the ultimately low bass, and the voice doesn't need to be on a lot of voices out there that are higher range, or the low end on a flute doesn't need to be there, and doesn't need to be muddying up the low end in the mix. So on to muddiness and reverberation is often a cause for muddiness. You want to place microphones closer. You want to use directional microphones. You want to deaden the room acoustics, whether it's with stuff or with baffles to isolate you from the room acoustics. And then filter out frequencies below the fundamental frequencies of the instruments. Like I said, the flute wouldn't need bass, and the bass doesn't need a lot of highs in there, and those highs can come in and kind of mess with things. And in a digital spectrum, they can kind of change the pressure level of the mix. The way the mix comes out. Muddiness. More about muddiness. Use microphones with a higher frequency response, or use condenser microphones instead of dynamics. Condenser microphone right here instead of dynamic microphone right here. Change the mic placement, putting the mic spot where there is sufficient highs, but keep the high frequency sources and symbols on axis of the microphone. Maybe use small diameter microphones, which generally have flatter response. Just avoid excessively bright stuff. Damping a kick with a pillow and blanket is super important. A lot of people like to do that. Using wooden beater is a really cool trick. Don't plug guitars directly into mic inputs. It's pretty much never done until now, modern days. But yeah, don't do that. They said pretty much don't do that. that could be a muddiness issue. Muddiness and lacks in clarity. Fewer instruments, less instruments. Too many instruments can clutter it up and muddy it out, and I do that a lot myself by accident. Equalize instruments differently so their spectra don't overlap. I tried to say that earlier. Yeah, like I said, less reverb. Using equalizers boost the presence and ranges of instruments that lack clarity, like a 3 or 4 decibel, or maybe even like 2 to 6 decibel, probably better range. Maybe around 300, 500 to 1,000 even maybe hertz to try and get it to sing. Maybe do pre-delay. Pre-delay means like means that before the delay doesn't happen for a few seconds after. So it's like it's bouncing off a wall. So it's like you hear the instrument, then you kind of hear a delay coming from behind. Set a pre-delay. If you're getting distortion, that could be the volume is being too loud. There could be connections that are not good. Combination of the song and a single song sound of my kid makes it sound like someone was screaming.
The vibrations, the waves.
Yeah, tonal imbalances. Remember the 3-to-1 rule. Change instruments and guitar strings, and just try changing synths around and stuff like that. Mic placement, if it's too bassy, might be getting a proximity effect, so maybe move it a little bit farther away. Yeah, lifelessness. You can add effects like reverb, echo. Maybe you don't have enough of that in there. Try overdubbing extra vocal little things, or things that are like the vocals that are little overdubs on the synthesizers, or try little tricks where you add a second guitar. Yeah, these are all good things. Yep. If you're getting noise like hiss, that could be from noisy amps and guitars. That could be ground issues. That could be switching pads on microphones. Maybe using a little bit more sensitive microphone or a less sensitive microphone. If it's a more sensitive microphone, then all of a sudden, like this with a little bit of hiss versus this with that same amount of hiss, you could turn it down to like this. Now the hiss is quieter. See what I'm saying? So yeah, a more live microphone. If you're getting like rumble, that could be air conditioning. You might want to use a high pass filter that allows everything over like 80 hertz or maybe 50 hertz or something like that, and then keeps that rumble out. Use microphones with limited low frequencies. I have the ability to switch that on down here in case I'm in a rumbly place. Yeah, change microphone positions if you have thumps and weird things like that. Like I keep getting thumps. It's too close to me, or how it's mounted is bad. Oh, cool toy. This is a cool toy I got for my son James. I have so much more to talk about. I'm gonna put a fold here.
Watch me cross over, doing a 360. Are you really with me? Are you against me? Please tell me now, 'cause I ain't with
Check this toy out. Built that with my son today before he went to school.
It's not my plan. I make it all look easy. I do it with one hand. Why you wanna be like me? Because if I were you, I wouldn't wanna be the knockoff brand. I'm just saying. Now I got a blast. Gotta hop on this beat, 'cause it's not another chance. I stay with the
It's like a Space Rover grabber.
because my plane ain't about to land. I am off limits. You can't touch me. I am off limits. You wish I am off limits. I'm experiencing I am off limits. Last time you heard about me, I was on drift off. Remember that? It was when your stomach did a somersault. You was hating on me when I had no charge. Now I'm energized. Try to take me down a notch. Okay, you won't, 'cause you wish you had my energy. And you mad that I'm bougie and I won't compete. Well, I don't compete if it's not against me. Now go fix your attitude and stop following me. I dare you, don't play with fire, I'm the blaze. Got you bewildered, I put you in the maze. Don't get down with sororities, but
Pretty
I
cool
went
toy.
you haze. I told you I get violent, stay 1,000 miles away. Okay? I am you had it. I am off limits. Real expensive. I am off limits. I am off limits. Yeah, 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 yeah. I am
I'm off limits. A message, Bill Clinton. There we go. I said that playlist you made is my blog soundtrack today. Recording it now. The blog, that is.
lost in my own mind. I hope I'm not living a lie. It hurts so much I can't cry. These feelings have multiplied.
Yeah.
It's not your fault.
Great music.
I'm having a bad day. Feeling numb. I'm just
Heavily influenced by Lar Locks and Mac Dre, is what Bill Clinton says. You heard him on a few of these tracks.
These are my worst days. I am not here. I'm not aware. Lost in my fears. Having nightmares. I am not here. I'm not aware. Lost in my fears. Having nightmares. So out of touch with everything. Not even in reality. Blindness is all I can see. Trying to figure out
There you
what
go.
this world really means.
Great music. She's featured a lot on R&B Top 40.
My higher self can't even help me control myself.
Or at least it has been featured on the Top 40.
I'm sad, can't help that I'm unstoppable.
Ugh, early morning over here. When I'm recording this, it's going to be airing today, probably around 4 o'clock.
So don't even insert yourself. It's better if you keep your distance. Unless you wanna be a witness. Lost in my own mind. I hope I'm not living
Oh, yeah.
a lie. It hurts so much I can't cry. These feelings have multiplied. It's not your fault. I'm having a bad day. Feeling numb. I'm just so irate. Feeling the blues.
Oh, look who just snuck in here. It's so sneaky.
These are my worst days.
What are you talking about? We were talking about us.
My daughter's in here trying to pour every guitar pick I have in this container out all over the place in the corner of the room that's really hard to get to. No, don't do it, please. Please.
Because it's so beautiful. I'm so high up my life and I can't overdose. I gotta be happy, happy.
Come on.
I have no choice.
Here.
The birds and their peaceful noise. Fun, fun. I wanna have fun, fun. I'm just having fun, fun.
What? Show?
Cookies?
What?
I don't have a problem with
Milk?
I'm so resilient. I will make it. I will make it. Just not in a way.
If you haven't had kids that are 3, 2, 3, it's tough. And it's not tough because the terrible twos are tough because the kids are trying to learn how to talk. And they can kind of talk, but they kind of can't. What are you trying to tell me? What are you trying to tell me? Puppy? Boots? Are you poopy? Can't tell. I can sit here trying to guess what she's saying. It's like pahi, pahi, pahi. I need. No. Pahi. What's pahi? What is it? About Mau puppy. About Mau puppy. Puppy. About Mau puppy. Okay? What do you think it means? I'm not gonna know my daddy, but Bao Mau puppy. Like, she looks like she's gonna cry, but then she's like, look at me. See? I was looking like I was gonna cry. See? Are you looking at me? It's kind of a cute thing she's doing. Let me say that. Ah, yes, he is.
I am not a pawn. You just can't love me whenever you purchase your track today. If I'm gonna be yours, make sure that I'm yours and never let me slip intellectual.
I sent cookies out
If you cannot handle it,
yesterday.
just let me know, 'cause I don't have any time.
They were pretty good. They're not like my best cookies I ever made, but
My heart was broken.
I think
Jesus heal me.
they're like up there, and the quality of cookie is still good. Maybe it got a little preoccupied, and I was trying to find my old notes, and I think it was pretty much I had reduced the time down to 9 minutes, and it was like almost like I was thinking about doing 8.5. And I think I went like 30 seconds over on every cookie because I basically did 9 minutes and 20 seconds. 9 minutes 20, 9 minutes 30 on every cookie. And I could have done sitting there and waiting for it to hit 9 and cut them all short. Or started the timer and then put them in 10 seconds later. And that probably would have been better, like, 30 seconds less, 8 minutes and 50 seconds. But that being said, I think they are some of my better cookies I've ever made. Because I have a history of not doing good ones too. Where like what happens is I don't make cookies for a long time and I come back with them, they're all fucked up. I do something dumb. Or when I try new recipes, I get all out of balance and my cookies are fucked up for like a bit. Liquidy cookies that don't drop right, and just stupid things that you shouldn't be having happen. We've made as many cookies as I have. But yeah, so I got a solid I got like 81 on one batch and 92 on the other. I think we sent out almost all. I think we sent all but like we kept like 20 cookies or something like that. So he's got like 150 cookies or something.
Yeah.
My wife's like, the shipping that we paid is like the same price of just him going and buy cookies. They're not that good, basically, is what she's saying. Thank you. She's like, you made better. I think he's gonna like them. And they're going out to Andrew Shirley. Oh, can you hear that? Yep. That is a plane going overhead, and my daughter making loud noises in the background.
Usually don't get this crazy. Yeah, you've been pressing your luck.
I don't know if you guys noticed this kind of guitar pick before. This is one I have for my kid. It's smaller than my pinky even, but nylon guitar pick has got a real soft plectrum sound. And the acetal guitar pick has a very quiet plectrum sound. A Dunlop Sharp. Dunlop is proprietary material. It's got a nice chirp to it. Here's a thicker nylon, and that's a really cool thing for getting a nice pluck on guitar. But it does have a low end tone to it. Guitar picks all carry their own tones. There's this black guitar pick right here. It's a Metallica brand Dunlop. It's an acetal, black acetal, so it's like this material but black. Or actually no, it's an Ultex. This is an Ultex, a black Ultex. It's very quiet, virtually no pick sound.
Trying to calm down, so I roll a spliff. Fix me a drink.
Yeah, that's this material, but in black.
Trying to figure out where I put the clip, cause I got the gun and I'm ready to bust. Shit got me.
It's actually different. It's actually different. When you put the black dye in it, it changes the consistency and bending nature, the sound quality of it. I'm looking for just diverse sounders in here, and my stuff's been raped by the kids a bunch, just destroyed in here. Doesn't matter because I really only use a two picks all day, every day for like 20 years. I've tried tons and I just go back to the same two. I'll use like something like this and small for like a couple months, and then back to my tried and true two favorites, which are a Sharp and a Sharp in green by Dunlop and Clayton 1.0. This is a nice rightly made pick. Look how sharp the point is. It's pretty good for not being sharp. So you have this other close to pointy one, but the thing is with it is that it has more girth right here. It's kind of too round right here.
Trey just did it.
All right, this is the last track.
Gonna take a little trip,
down to ride.
Like I lay you down to ride. Come outside. And girl, be quiet. Better take a little trip, cause I got a little lick. I lay you down to ride. Come outside. And girl, be quiet. Better take a little trip, cause I got a little lick. I lay you down to ride. Ay.
Oh yeah, take a trip outside with me. Oh yeah, I got ride with me.
Let's hop in the whip.
Late at night,
Take a little dip. I ain't talking about swimming. You know what it is. It's our free time. Coast ride. Midnight. No wasting time. So we driving steady. You asked me a question. Let's go, let's golf. Wait, hold on, let me think about it. I
to 11, but it's more like a murder. No fingerprints and there's no witnesses. Nobody found and there's no evidence. Up against the wall, get your ass on the floor. Nobody move, I won't bust no phone with a bag full of money. Now I'm out the front door mobbing with my sidekick. Now my foot to the floor, ayy.
Oh yeah, I hope everybody enjoy funky R&B hip hop vibe that we got on the show today, featuring Micah Lene at Brown Sugar 2A's Lynn and the real Bill Clinton. You know him, he's in the contest all the time. bandlab.com/the real Bill Clinton. That is IdiOtBlog 284. We are music.